don't see Molly's size. I look past that. I see her as the person she is.
My weight has definitely affected my relationship with Sam, like, 260 or so. And I could be intimate and stuff, but like, I don't feel like being intimate.
This guy sat there and said that I don't see Molly's size. What do you mean you don't see her size? That's a problem, isn't it? Listen, if you're with somebody that doesn't necessarily recognize that you're not in a position in your life where you are healthy, and they can see that you're going in a direction that's making you even more unhealthy, and they want to sit there and say, well, I don't see her size. I just see her as a person and the person that she is. Now listen, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of benefits from somebody seeing you for who you are rather than seeing you for how you look, 100%. But when people are obviously looking at you and they're ignoring the fact that you're not in a healthy state, that's a massive problem. So the reality is this: it doesn't matter how much of an amazing person that she is, how much of an amazing wife or whatever the hell she is obviously and was to him, it doesn't change the fact that you was around somebody that was continuously getting bigger and bigger and therefore putting her life pretty much on the line. And then also on top of it, let's not forget the fact that they've got a child. You know what I mean? Let's also think about that too. You can't say you don't see size when you're outside with your little boy, but mommy can't even run. Mommy can't even walk the kid. Mommy can't even carry the kid. Mommy can't do certain things because obviously all she goes through is this pain of heavy breathing, sore knees, feeling weak, struggling to get up. So really intuitive. When people say that, I mean, I don't really want to compare the two, to be honest with you, but because they're not really the same thing. But I'm going to say that if I was going to kind of flip it around a little bit, it's like somebody saying to me, I don't see color. Well, that means you don't see the struggle. You know what I mean? You don't see the hurdles. You don't see the challenges. So trust me, it's important that people see things.
Physically, it takes so much out of me.
Y'all had a...
Oh yeah, regarding her talking about physically takes so much out of me, at the end of the day, the reason why she's no longer intimate with her man is purely because it just takes too much out of her. She doesn't like the way she looks. She doesn't like the fact that she can barely obviously stay in certain positions. Doesn't like the fact that obviously intimacy has just become nothing but a feeling of chore rather than a feeling of enjoyment. And it's sad. It's sad.
Run-in the other night.
Yeah, she couldn't get up. 911. There was probably 12 to 15 firefighters that showed up.
Oh.
Bros, you say you don't see size, but yet when she was obviously not getting up and whatnot, it took what? How many? 12, 15, what? 5 firefighters. Now, of course, it was never confirmed that it took 12, 15 firefighters to actually move her. But the fact that that many showed up and with the anticipation, not good.
When I graduated high school, I was around 250. I was like 19 or so. That's when the weight just started packing on, and the doctor told me that if I didn't do something now, I wouldn't make it to his 5th birthday. Broke down and realized something's got to give.
It's crazy though, because obviously, you got to her child's 5th birthday and she was like, something's got to give, and obviously I got to lose weight. The saddest thing about it is the child came to his 5th birthday, but she still didn't lose weight. It's only until now she decided to do that. But let's keep it a buck. The second that their baby was born was the second that she should have said, you know what, I have to now get fit before my child even turns 1 year of age. That's really what she should have done. But it is what it is. People obviously have their reasons. They go through what they go through, and, they end up bettering their lives, I guess, whenever they get that final kick up their ass.
I have to make a change.
579. 579. That's a big number. It's crazy, because for me personally, I was thinking she may even be more than that based on some of the things that she was saying. But yeah.
So their machines weren't able to get a clear image because of my weight. Told me they really can't do anything else for me.
I mean, so obviously when she was going through her diet that she's supposed to go through before obviously having the surgery, she came across a few complications that put her in hospital. And of course, as you heard, because of her size, it made things that much bigger. I mean, that much harder.
Get it?
Get it. But she was still able to meet the goal that she was obviously needed to do to obviously be able to lose the weight that she needed, which is absolutely fantastic. To be fair, so far this season, everybody has had a success story. I say that up until we find out what happened to Molly. Sadly, 7 months later, despite losing over 200 pounds, which obviously would have put her pretty much just over 300 pounds at that time. So obviously what she would have been, she was 5'7" two, so she still would have been more near the 400 mark generally, but she was obviously reaching that, you know, let's just say 350 pounds mark, which is obviously good for her, you know what I mean? Especially within 7 months. But sadly, Molly suffered a cardiac arrest and passed away. And do you know what makes this worse, ladies and gentlemen? The woman was only 27 years of age. I mean, at the time of the filming, she was 27 years of age. At the time of her sad passing, she may have been 28, but 27, 28, what difference does that make if she's still in her 20s? It's so sad. But this is why people need to be very, very aware. If you don't look after yourselves, you can literally pass away at any given time. Now, of course, when it comes to her having a cardiac arrest, it may not necessarily be related to her weight. You know what I mean? It could have been related to other things that obviously maybe it was things that happened when she was putting weight on. There were certain things that she was putting her body through. And this is the thing sometimes. Sometimes some people think, you know what, well, when I lose weight, I'll be healthy and I'll be good. Well, here's the thing. You also have to understand the amount of pain and the amount of damage you're doing to your body when you're gaining the weight in the first place. And even losing weight itself in particular can also be very damaging to the body as well. So let's not forget that, okay, folks? You know, because obviously some people lose weight a bit too quickly. Some people lose weight without weight training. Some people lose weight in ways where they have like ridiculous diets where they starve themselves. So, you know, the grand scheme of it, obviously, even though it wasn't given, even though it wasn't necessarily told, obviously the details behind the cardiac arrest, we can only assume that obviously her health was obviously a big part of it. But either way, though, you know, let me know exactly what you're thinking down below. Like I said, everyone so far has had a success story so far in terms of being able to lose weight and have the surgery, which is fantastic. And that's something that was fantastic for Molly, but unfortunately, she's no longer with us. And now her son's obviously going to be raised by the father. I guess until maybe he moves on. But either way, though, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section, folks. I really hope that this video, obviously regarding herself, can really motivate people to really start looking at their current daily routines and how you can improve them, okay? But anyway, RIP to herself in particular, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.